Hello everyone and welcome to my channel, and today I will be reading a multi-character accessory by me. So let's get into it. Neuvillette. Neuvillette was very respectful and you could always count on him to be that way. But it was rather weird when, when he was rather obvious about what he wanted. And right now he was very obvious in ways you did not even mean. He was looking at you, his eyes wide, and maybe it was because of the tight shirt that you were wearing, but it really made it obvious just how big of a chest you had, and maybe how he didn't notice previously. It was an interesting thing, but he was far more interested in what was going on in front of him, and he was trying his very best to remain calm. But you were seeing him, and you knew what he desired and what he wanted, and you couldn't help but smirk. Neuvillette, you seem to be rather focused. May I know what it is? And you talked to him for a while, calling out his name, but he was too focused to even hear you, until you stepped too close, and then his eyes went wide as he looked at you. Wyon, what are you doing? Were you saying something? You couldn't help the soft giggle that left your lips. After all, he was being rather weird, and in an adorable way. It was very obvious. No matter how much he tried to hide this, nothing he would do would be able to hide just how he was looking at you. I was saying a couple of things, but it's fine. I get it. But, you know what? I think maybe you should be a little bit more honest. He stared at you blankly, blinking repeatedly. What do you mean? I mean what I said, Neuvillette. I think you're being a little bit too shy. And it's not like I'm going to eat you up. So you can be honest with me. There's no need to hide so much. He fidgets for a little bit, feeling anxious at your words. Well, I've seen you looking at my chest, you know? I'm not oblivious, nor am I an idiot. Please, Neuvillette, tell me what is it that you want? I want you, Wyon, he said, looking at you, deciding to be fully honest, because he can't go on like this. He can't just keep pretending that he doesn't care when he cares a little bit too much. And when you're sitting on his lap and taking his hands, putting them on your chest, his heart, oh, you're doing things to him. Way too many things for him to put into words. But he almost feels it stop, then start beating again. And then he stays frozen for a couple of moments. But then he takes a deep breath and lays his head on your chest. You're quite surprised that this is what he chooses to do in the end, but you don't mind it. It's something that you like as well, and if it makes him happy, and is not something that's too out of his comfort zone, you're more than okay with it. Wriothesley. No, Wriothesley was a whole other topic. He was someone who was bold and lovely, but also, you really should not wear something like that and expect to go out with it. At least not without him saying anything, because he's definitely got a couple of words for you. Wyon, you're going out like that? I am. Is there a problem with that, Wriothesley? No, no problem at all. But I think I've got a good accessory for this. You're quite curious now, tilting your head. And then he goes closer to you, wrapping an arm around your waist. His eyes fixated on your chest for a little bit. He's not someone to hide where his interests lie, but also, he is very, well, he's very possessive at times, and does not like the idea of someone messing around with what he considers his, and you're his, in every way that you should be. He loves you and wants you more than anything in the world. So consider him a little bit overprotective, but he's about to do something, and all the warning you get is him tugging you close and then biting into your neck, a hand on your chest, and you feel yourself losing every bit of control, letting out a soft whimper as you cling to him, and more bites ensue. When he pulls away, there are some marks on the visible cleavage, and on your neck as well, and he looks you in the eye, and his thumb traces your cheek gently, and he gives you a smile. I think you look a lot better right now. You're blushing brightly, completely breathless from what had happened, and you can only stifle a laugh, pulling your body ever closer and running a hand through your hair. You're quite embarrassed, and you know that hiding what you had just done and wasting the hard work would not be an option. So you do the easier thing and decide to change and wear something that's more, well, more covered, so no one would see the marks that he left behind, which was exactly his goal. Maybe he's annoying about it. Maybe he's a little bit too possessive and jealous and overprotective. But that would be a hard thing to change. Besides, it's not like he outright said you couldn't go out like that. He only wanted to leave his mark. And that's not too bad, is it? Surely there are worse. And on your side of things, you're not annoyed with him at all. It's just a lot of surprise, and a lot for your heart to handle, especially when he's so hot doing all of that. It makes it quite a challenge indeed.